Hi, good afternoon, everybody. Today we're going to learn how to start a sourdough starter from scratch. You do not need to buy sourdough starter from scratch or active culture from anybody. You could just start it from yourself in your kitchen. So get some kind of a mason jar. I prefer something with a wide mouth. So this really isn't ideal, but I figured I'd use it because that's what everybody tends to have. Measure the weight of your empty mason jar without the lid on a nice little handy dandy scale, and then you can subtract that weight out so you know how much you have. This one is 329 grams, so that's probably somewhat standard, but I just used that to find the weight, wrote it on the bottom, and I'm good to go. If you do not have a scale, you could do a rough measurement of flour and water, so like a quarter cup of water and a half a cup of flour, and that will get you started. And then discard half of that every day, and then do that same feeding every day. That will be totally fine, but at some point you'll want a scale, so just go ahead and invest in one. I got this one off of Amazon for $10, so it's not expensive. All right, so I'm going to start off with a smaller amount of starter just to make it easier. As when I get a good starter going and I'm going to actually use it in recipes, I can always build on it and make it larger with maybe less discards and larger feedings. So that's not a problem, but just for the purpose of this experiment and to show you all how to start a starter from scratch, we're going to do 50 grams of each. So I've tared out my container on the scale so that it's at 0 right now. And we're going to add 50 grams. Make sure you wash your hands first because you're dealing with, you will get wild yeast from the air, and we want to make sure it doesn't have any competition. And that's 51. It's close enough. As long as it's within like 1 or 2 grams, you're fine. And I went ahead and put it in a container to make it easier. So I'll add another 50 grams. So I'm going to go to 100. Just a little over, totally fine. And I did not prep with my stir. Again, the chopstick. Nice little whirl and twirl on the bottom. Make sure you get everything off the bottom. And there you have it. This will take about 7 to 10 days with daily feedings where we subtract half and add that. And I will go ahead and record those here so that we have them and you can see how it grows and changes. But today, we're only about this full when it all goes down off the side. So it's not a lot in here. I do go ahead and cover it because of dust and gnats or whatever. As long as you've got something light covering it. Some people put a piece of cheesecloth and a rubber band. As long as this isn't tight, you're fine. There will be some gases that eventually occur. This stays out on your countertop. So just leave it out and follow me tomorrow for step 2. Thank you.